Hi, it's Jo Karen Hudson. Today we're going to talk about division of polynomials. We'll start with division by a monomial. The first step says we want to write the division problem as a fraction. You see on our first example, the division problem is already written as a fraction, but sometimes you'll have to do that step. And then we're going to write each term in the numerator over the common denominator. So we're going to write each term in the numerator, 24x to the 7th over 3x, minus 15x to the 5th over 3x, and 21x over 3x. And then we're going to simplify each term where possible. So we'll start off, 24 divided by 3 gives us 8, and x to the 7th divided by x to the 1st, remember we subtract the exponents, and 7 take away 1 is 6. Then we'll have minus negative 15, or 15 divided by 3 would give us 5. We've already put the minus down. X to the 5th divided by x to the 1st would give us x to the 4th, plus 21 divided by 3 is 7, and you can see that the x's cancel out on this problem. Now, we can check our work by multiplying. This is called the quotient. Take the quotient, multiply it by the divisor, and you will come up with the dividend. So let's take the divisor, 3x, and multiply by the quotient, 8x to the 6th minus 5x to the 4th plus 7. And when I multiply that, I'll have to distribute the 3x with all the parts. So 3x times 8x to the 6th would give us 24x to the 7th. 3x times negative 5x to the 4th would give us negative 15x to the 5th. And 3x times 7 would give us 21x. And we have a match. What we want is for the dividend that to match. Example 2, I'm going to need to write this as a fraction, and I'm going to go ahead 40x to the 7th minus 25x to the 5th plus 10x to the 3rd. I'm going to go ahead and write each one separately when I write it down. Okay, so we'll start off 40 divided by negative 5 would be negative 8. And x to the 7th divided by x to the 6th would be x to the 1st. Remember, we subtract the exponents when we divide. So we have negative 25 divided by negative 5 would be positive 5. This one is bottom heavy. There's more x's in the denominator than there are in the numerator. There's one more in the denominator, so when we subtract the exponents, 6 minus 5 would be 1. 1x left in the denominator. And then we have plus 10 divided by negative 5 would be negative 2. And then when we subtract the exponents, it's bottom heavy. We're going to have x cubed left in the denominator because 6 take away 3 is 3. Final answer here. Now, division of a polynomial by a polynomial. I will first go back and review rules for long division. 25 into 41,325. See, 25 goes into 41 one time. 1 times 25 is 25. When I subtract, I get 16, bring down the 3. 25 goes into 163. Let's see, I believe that'll be 6. 25 times 6 is 150. When I subtract, I'll have 13, and I'll bring down the 2. 25 into 132 goes 7 times. No, actually it goes 5 times. 5 times. 25 times 5 is 125. When I subtract, I get 7, bring down the 5, and 25 goes into 75 3 times, and 3 times 25 is 75. Just reviewing the procedures for long division, the remainder here is 0. So we're going to use that strategy when we divide polynomials. So we have x minus 5. I'm going to divide that into x squared plus 2x minus 35. So I'll start off, x times what makes x squared? Well, or x squared divided by x is just x. So I have x, and then x times x minus 5 will give me x squared minus 5x. X squared minus 5x. Draw the line, change the signs. The x squares drop out. 2x plus 5x gives me 7x, and I'll bring down the negative 35. So now I want to go x times what makes 7x, or I could say that 7x divided by x gives us 7, so I have plus 7, and then 7 times x minus 5 gives me 7x minus 35. 7x minus 35. When I change the signs, you see it all drops out and has 0 for a remainder. Now I can always check by multiplying the quotient times the divisor, and I should get the dividend. I will wait and check the third example rather than this one, so that I'll be checking with a remainder. Okay, we want to divide x minus 5 into x squared minus x minus 33. So I'll start off, x times what makes x squared? Well, x squared divided by x. When I subtract the exponents, I just get x. So now I'll have x times x minus 5, which gives me x squared minus 5x. And when I change the signs, the x squares drop out. I'll have negative 1x plus 5x, which gives me 4x minus 33. So now I have x times what gives me 4x, or what is 4x divided by x? It's 4. So now I have 4 times x minus 5 gives me 4x minus 20. Draw the line, change the signs. The 4x's drop out, and I'll have a negative 13 left over. Now, when I write my answer, I'm going to write the quotient, which is x plus 4, plus the remainder over the divisor. So I'll have x plus 4 plus negative 13 over x minus 5. Final answer. Example 3 is the one that I will check. I'm going to divide 2y plus 2 into x squared plus 4y plus 7. So we'll start off with 2y times what makes 8y squared, or what is 8y squared divided by 2y? It's 4y. So 4y times 2y plus 2 gives me 8y squared plus 8y. 8y squared plus 8y. Draw the line, change the signs. The 8y squares drop out. 4y minus 8y would give me negative 4y plus 7. Then I have 2y times what gives me negative 4y, or I have negative 4y divided by 2y, which gives me negative 2. So I have, let me erase this so I'll have room to write. I'll have negative 2 times 2y plus 2 gives me negative 4y minus 4. Negative 4y minus 4. Draw the line, change my signs, and I will have 7 plus 4 is 11 left over. So my answer would be 4y minus 2 plus the remainder, which is 11, over the divisor, which is 2y plus 2. Now, I want to check this one. When I check, I will take my quotient, 4y minus 2, 4y minus 2, times my divisor, which is 2y plus 2, and then I will add 11 to what I get. So 4y times 2y gives me 8y squared. The outside gives me plus 8y. The inside gives me minus 4y. The last gives me negative 4 plus 11. So I have 8y squared plus 4y. Negative 4 plus 11 gives me 7. Now, did that match? Is this the same as this? Yes, it is. So I know I have the correct answer. Our last problem will be an area problem. The area of a rectangle is 6x cubed plus 29x squared plus 45x plus 25, and the length of the rectangle is 2x plus 5. Find the width of the rectangle. So I know that length times width is equal to area, so that if I'm looking for the width, I'll divide by the length. Width is equal to the area divided by the length. Or I'll have the length, which is 2x plus 5, divided into 6x cubed plus 29x squared plus 45x plus 25. Alright, so I'll start off with 2x times what gives me 6x cubed, or what is 6x cubed divided by 2x? Well, it's 3x. And then 3x times 2x plus 5 gives me 6x squared plus 15x. 6 it gives me 3x squared. I need an x squared there, 3x squared. I could tell I didn't have it right. That gives me 6x cubed plus 15x squared. 6x cubed plus 15x squared. Change the signs. The 6x cubes dropped out. I have 14x squared plus 45x. So now I will have 2x times what gives me 14x squared, or if you want to think of it this way, 14x squared divided by 2x would give us 7x. So now I have 7x. 7x times 2x plus 5, which gives us 14x squared plus 35x. And when I change the signs, the 14x squares will drop out. I'll have 10x plus 25. So now I have 2x times what gives us 10x. That would be 5. 10x divided by 2x is 5. So now I have 5 times 2x plus 5. I have 5 times 2x plus 5, which gives us 10x plus 25. 10x plus 25. And when I change the signs, you see that I will have a 0 remainder. So our width is actually 3x squared plus 7x plus 5. This is Jo Karen Hudson. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.